Hello and welcome everyone. I'll actually have the game rolling in just a minute. This is something new for me, like having this early. I had to get all this going. Took a while to get this nice background going, but I figured it all out. So, hey Stinger. Man, you're like kicking it, but I'm gonna catch up, man. Shouldn't be long. Anthony Foster, welcome. I think Stinger's here to get some tips. I don't know. So this is the first time I've streamed in about a year. I think it's been a year and 2 months. Mostly it's because I haven't had the greatest internet, and because also, well, I haven't had the right hardware either. Looks like we're doing pretty well so far. My game's got about 50 frames per second. The stream is rolling, and things are going. Do you guys hear me well? Let me know about that. Dig fast, dig deep. Yep. Yeah, 'cause when I logged off last night, I was 5th. I am now... I don't remember where I'm at, actually. Master Halo and Name James. Welcome. Is it Name? Yeah. Interesting. I logged off last night around... Well, my time it was 1 o'clock, maybe? Yeah, 1:30 in the morning. I went to bed pretty late. Hey, my timer says there's about 1 minute. Awesome. Hey, thanks for letting me know. Like I said, there's a whole new setup for me. I'm going through just OBS. I used to use Streamlabs, but I've found it's just as easy. In fact, probably easier here in OBS, something I'm already used to, so I should... I didn't have my game on pause. I should have had it on pause so the daylight stays. Oh well. So it might be a little weird if I don't catch your I have to use, since I don't have a second screen, since I've only got one screen now that I went from laptop to actual PC. Oh, let me get started in the game. All right. So welcome to Gold Rush Season 30. Let's get cracking. But anyway, since I only have one screen, I have to have the chat on my phone, but it's sitting out here. But I can get pretty carried away into the digging if you've seen a couple of my videos, you know how it goes. And if I missed your stuff on the chat, just give me time, I'll check it out. But, hey, Mr. Nuke. Good to see you in the live stream, man. Oh my goodness. What is going on here? Dang. Wow, I really keep pressing the wrong button there. Or just mashing it hard. As you can see, we've got about 80K. Now, I'm going to have to tell you about a debacle that I didn't actually get recorded. Kind of wish I did. You can also see I'm 4 days into Season 2. So last episode I showed you I was getting workers. And ended up putting me at the very end of my season, which was fine. So I just slept the winter and went and came back and skipped the first day. Because obviously I'm renting Tier 5. I don't want to spend 80K for a day that I can't dig. Well, that's pretty much what I did, because the second day I got the wash plant set up, tested everything, and then I got digging, and on my first dump truck full, I get over there and the water has frozen up. Now, because I didn't buy the water tower, I don't have, you know, any water. So I'm like, okay, I got this, you know, I can do this. So I went and bought the water container, or like the water trailer, and I filled it up in the city. Now, if you don't know that, there's a water tower in the city, and you can actually fill up your water tank there. So I did that. I brought it back. Unfortunately, that thing is not powerful enough to run the D-Rocker. So I have all tier 5 except the Glacial Creek. I did that for 2 reasons. One, I didn't actually have enough money to get the tower. It's also like 25, almost 30k less a month I gotta pay. So I'm 8th on season gold, yes, but I was like 5th in total gold last night before I left. Now I think I'm 12th or 13th or something. But I'm set up to run 3 switches through, or 3 bucket sets through, so we're gonna be having fun. I'm probably gonna stream for an hour or 2. We're gonna see how this goes. So far everything looks really good, so the nugget nerf was really hard. Oh, tell me about it, man. They did it last, I mean, I was already prepared for it because they, you know, it started last season, but still, what a, you know, but I've heard that, you know, they pretty much got all new staff and stuff, and so maybe these guys just don't understand. But the idea isn't to sit around and like drill for 12 hours. The idea was to get up to tier 5 fast, and then we all just, you know, grind in tier 5 to see who can be the best. So yeah, the nugget nerf is terrible. I hate it. If there was one thing they could fix, I would want them to take that back. Fix that back. So yeah, I got froze out. I had to take a loan. So I had to take a loan of about, what was it, 150? No, 120 is what I took out. Because I had 2 dump truck fulls of water. What is broken here? How can things be broken? Just began. Alright, let's turn everything on and see what happens. I can't believe there's a broken thing already. Oh, I gotta switch the water around, I bet, yeah. I've watched a few people and they all struggle with this setup. I see like some people have a bunch of other, like, wow, that is a bunch of rocks in your face. But I don't know why you don't go this route. 1 hose from your main pump, whatever it is, and 2 hoses. 1 for your gold sorting and 1 for the wash plant. All you need. You don't need an extra pump. You don't need extra power. Also, the power here is really simple. I don't know how people are setting them up, but I have a power splitter that goes down there, and then my gravel pumps are actually done with these smaller wires or cables, and that gives me all the stuff I need. I mean, I normally have 2 wave tables, but I need the magnetite for a while, so. But I can run everything with just the generator and nothing else, so. I've just noticed some people, I mean, I've watched quite a few people playing, so I like to see what they do. So I'm going to pause and look at the notes here, or the comments. So let's see. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to get 1. What's this each nugget? I know. Yeah, you're expecting to get like 5, 10. I mean, I've even seen some big ones up at almost 20 ounces, and now it's like, yay, I got like 0.4. I'm rocking. You're at Nighthawk, not a single nugget from drilling. Yeah, I commented on your remark, or I mean on your comment on my video. You gotta drill the squares more than once, but I mean, I don't know what the cap is. Since they did the nerf nugget, they haven't told us what the cap is. Maybe the cap has changed as well. I really don't know. I was happy with the skip tier 2, but had partially rent tier 3 parts at the beginning. Ah, yeah. Well, I did it a little differently. I didn't show that in the videos. Why? Okay, that's what's broken. It must be the cable to this. Are you kidding me? Is this broken? Yeah, look at that. How did it break? You know what? I bet you I got attacked by a bear. We don't have an overseer yet. So I might have one of these laying around. I bought a few extra things this time around. I know the machines are a bit loud, so I'm actually gonna turn those down. I had them up because I like to hear the vehicles, but like, let's turn these down to something like that. We may not hear the dump trucks in those, but I guess it's okay. Come on, wind it up. What's your problem? I don't know what's going on. There it goes. I also don't have a repair guy, so hopefully I'll go slap this over here. I haven't got a lot of things because I did all this for about 300k. Not that, I just bought it, but so here's what I did. 300k, I was able to get all the workers the way I've showed it in the video. And then I rented all of this, but I rented the D-Rocker instead of the Glacial Creek. But there was also reasons. Obviously, I didn't buy the water tower. And like I also said, it's like almost 30k a month difference in price. So now my price per month is only about 80k rather than like 120 or something. So 20k, oh, it hurts me, man. It hurts me. But I need it. I don't want to go to the store. But now I've got some money flowing in. It's not so bad. Okay, I'm like, what am I doing here? Been using the store so much, I kind of forgot how to use the tablet. I dig fat. Well, that's because he's, I mean, and he claims it himself. He's a newbie. I'm helping him do this season. And before it got going and I was telling him to practice, I said, practice two things. I said, practice using the bulldozer and, whoops, and make, what? Okay, there we go. And make the ground flat. If you can make the ground flat, you're going to be ahead of a lot of people. And then I also told him that learn to dig in a row like I'm doing here. When we get back to it, I'll show you. But dig in a row. But like, I've watched a bunch of newbie players play, and they all dig the same way that Hybrid does. They just like swing that arm all over the place. They start right in front, and then they just go all the way around, leaving a small space so they can get the excavator out at the end, which is the worst way to dig because, I mean, okay, in Leaderboard, you have to dig fast. You have to dig efficiently. So, why is there dirt in there if it's at 0? Well, if they want to like put through infinite dirt, I'll be happy with that. But yeah, I dug out about drilled out about 300k, and that was it. So what what Hybrid really needs to practice is to stop, where to park the dump truck, for instance, right there. And then, we're in drive mode, okay. And then not like swing all the way over here to dig and then bring it all the way back. That's like a 10-second swing right there, and you are just wasting a whole bunch of time. I think I need to back up a little bit. I was thinking to back up. The other area that I dug out, which you can see over there. In fact, I'll show you on the map just quick. So I dug out this whole area. Whoops, this whole area. So it was basically this whole row and then all the way to the wall. And we got about 500 ounces, I guess. Let's actually look at the leaderboard. Haven't done that yet. Oh, we've got 700 ounces. Okay, so all this 700 was out of that one area I just showed. And we're at 13. But to 10 is, what, 70 maybe? So, yeah, next clean out will be hitting top 10, no sweat. But yeah, hopefully, I mean, I'm going to make a suggestion. I was in his stream last night as well. I'm going to be in his stream. Well, I might be in his stream tonight. We'll see. But, I'm nuts. I gotta stop hitting that button. I don't know if I'm going to get to the bottom of this. And actually, I don't know if I really care. I'm here to dig a bunch, dig fast, and so it's not a big deal. I'm noticing the video, or, you know, obviously my experience comes with time. That's true. Going to hop on my leaderboard game and watch you as well. That's actually what I did with this is a great story. So like, okay, this is the same thing I did with Hybrid Steel. We were at about the same place. I had just rented all my tier 5, had it sitting at the, you know, on the claim, and he had his. So he started setting up, and so did I. I got all the sluice boxes in, and then I had to go put my girls to bed, which was like an hour, about an hour. So I come back, and he's got maybe half of it, the setup done, right? So I jump back in and set up the rest of my claim, and he is still, you know, fiddle farting around as he is, which is fine. You know, like setting up there's a skill to setting up the wash plant. Now, I'm not the best on this claim, but on Nighthawk I can tell you exactly how to do it and make it quite fast. But he didn't even, like, I told him start with the sluice boxes first. And so instead he picks up the trommel and puts the trommel in. He puts it in from the bottom. I said it's faster and easier to put it in at the top. Well, he snapped like 6 cables, and he did finally get it in. You know, he's like, well, I'm going to prove a point. I can get in from the bottom. I'm like, okay, cool. I said, I don't know if it's even doable because you're so low in this particular claim, and if you have the 5-meter cables, I didn't think it would reach, to be honest. So, but he got it working. That's fine. But in the time he got set up, I had the time to set up my claim as well, and put my girls to bed. And then I was already digging about the same time he was. And obviously with experience, I went to the store once and got everything I needed. He ended up forgetting a few things, which is fine. He's also using the hog pans, which I told him that, I mean, a lot of people ask, why don't I use the hog pans? Mostly due to time. It just takes way too much time to, like, clean them up. I mean, yeah, you might end up with, like, for instance, in the clean out I'm about to do, we may end up with, you know, 10 extra ounces. And that adds up. It certainly does. But in the same time it takes me to do that, I could be filling up a whole dump truck full, which in this case is probably more like 40 ounces. So, you know, you just gotta decide where you want to put your time. I've been trying to get my dig time for, you know, depending, like, okay, if we're digging like this, then I try to keep it somewhere around 5 minutes if I, you know, really watching my time. Oops. My truck is out of place, but that's okay. Thought I build everything up just before the video, but my goal is just to dig through this dirt as fast as possible. Now, I am going to buy tier, like I did this last season, so I just like rented everything and I purchased Nighthawk instead of like renting Nighthawk and moving all my stuff over there and as soon as I can. Because after like 2 cleanouts, basically, I was able to like buy all of my equipment. So, I mean, like right now, I don't have any equipment purchased. At least then I had like the dump truck and the... So maybe you guys can decide. Should I, before I go to Nighthawk, should I at least buy like the dump truck and the excavator? Actually, I'll leave it further up here still. And even maybe the conveyor belt and hopper. So that's about 200K. Before leaving, or should I just save all my money, move to Nighthawk, and then start buying stuff? The only things I own is the big green gas can, because it's kind of nonsense to rent it, fill it up, and then forget, and then be like, oh, I've got to like have this on my claim for like, it's not expensive, but like, I was just thinking like, why would I want to rent this and fill it up? So I waited till I had enough money. Now we don't have enough money now to last the day. If, you know, if like midnight came by, we'd be in a world of hurt. But we'll shave off a few ounces at the blacksmith before midnight. The 248 that I've currently got is from the last bit of the other area, but it's dug right down to the bedrock. Went brain dead. All right, let's see. Sorry. Oh, listen, CD. Wash. Morgenlaufen ohne dass der Sand agaust. Trying to... Oh, okay. Wrong language, sorry. I didn't notice it was a stinger. I thought it was somebody else doing the German, so I was like trying to read it. But I didn't get too much. Exactly. It's a matter of time. Let the car wash run for as long as possible without running out of sand. No, but when the noise jump scares me. Yeah, you did something similar. Okay, I would buy the stuff first and then move on. So Master Halo, what stuff? Just the things I mentioned, or would you rather, like, if you're playing? I mean, if you are you going to buy everything first and then move on? Because yeah, you can rent the claim for 800,000. But here's the other thing I think about. If you rent the claim and then buy the claim, you end up paying about 3 million for the claim. And then the claim owner takes like millions of dollars from you. That's what irks me the most on Nighthawk. It's 45% that he takes out. And it just hurts me. So like, I'd rather spend my time here, because there's enough gold here to get well over 2.4 million. So I'll get the 2.4 million I need, buy the claim, and then, you know, that first cleanup's going to feel so good because it's all yours. And if you do it right, it could easily be 1,000-ounce cleanup. Now, I probably won't do it right. Like, that's generally a little bit further into the claim. I could easily get like 600 or 700-ounce cleanup done in the first day. And it's all mine. And then, like I said, 2 or 3 cleanups like that. And you are like, you have all your equipment purchased. You have the claim purchased. You don't have this annoying guy taking 45% of his cut every time you get some gold. That's what bugs me. I mean, that's why I'm doing it this way. I'll buy the claim long before I buy the equipment. I mean, I think 2 or 3 seasons ago, I never even bought the equipment. I just rented it the whole season. Well, I probably bought it near the end, but like, it was just like, you know, I had purchased, or no, I had rented the claim and moved everything over, and was, how did I do that? Wait, we done? We're done. All right. Actually, let's do this. Another thing I like to do is just park this where I'm going to end up putting the wrong way again. Where I'm going to end up parking this thing the next time. Makes it easy lineup. Just mine Rivertown and go straight to Nighthawk. Yeah, that's the only way you could do it, probably. Like I said, there's plenty of dirt in here. Like, once I get done with that that section, I'll probably be at, like, 2 million. Easy. There's a whole, like, let's look at the map again real quick. So I'm digging out this section, and there's a lot of good gold in here. You know, we're digging off this way. These are, like, the lowest ones. And they were much higher than these. These ones were, like, 190 or so. These are, like, well, 200. 230, and these ones get up even to 400. So there is plenty of gold in this claim. Yeah, see, that's basically what I'm going to do. Yeah, yep, exactly. Same thing. Do the same thing. It makes sense, you know. Besides, they're kind of inexpensive in regards to all the others, you know, like both of the hopper and the conveyor belts are only about 110k, 120k, and same with the dump truck. And oh, whoops, did I leave that on? I guess I did. But the dump truck and this are also about the same price. And basically after this cleanup, I will definitely have the money to purchase those and still be on my way to the 2 million. All the 2.4 million I need to buy the claim. Ooh. Oh yay, a nugget. Woohoo! I'm gonna... Now you all know about the coloring of the blocks here. I know some people may not, but like the golder it is, the better the gold. So you want to try to get it to be gold all the time. Now in this case, because there's not a lot of overburden, you can't get it too much. But if there's a bunch of overburden on, you can clear the overburden away, and then it'll stay gold for a really long time. That's when you get the best gold out of the dirt. Let's see, about to finish drilling on Nighthawk. 20 wood, be nice. Stepped tier 5 on Nighthawk this evening. Yeah, you're doing really good, man. How much time have you been playing, Stinger? How much time you got invested? Probably 20, 30 hours now. Oh, we went back to light yellow. Dang it. Whoa. Back up a bit, and then we'll dig on this side a little bit. I also get into the digging, forget to talk. So if I go silent, don't mind. I'm just like up in my space here. Oh, let's not drive into the hole. I've done that before. In fact, I've driven into the hole and then the dump truck hits the bottom and all the dirt like ends up going out. What have I done here? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's the thing. Gold rush, money, make like until you start. Well, after you like buy all of your stuff, it's you know the money will just roll in. Like last season, I think I had like what 24,000 ounces, and that I never even went to the blacksmith with. But in the early game, you really got to pay attention to the money and how you're spending it and what you're going to spend it on and when to spend it too. Some people want to like hold up a bunch of, I mean, like this is what I believe Hybrid is going to do. He's going to like save a bunch of buckets and then do a cleanup every now and again, which I mean, that's fine. It doesn't eliminate the idea or the problem that the guy is still going to take his cut. It just means you have a longer time before he will. Personally, I like to have the guy take the cut as soon as he can, so I know what gold I've got, and I can manage it better that way. That's just my take on cleanups. I mean, I'll do like a set of 3, even a set of 6 if I if I do it right in the day. I think I've only done up to 5 in one day, but still. Basically, I do a day of digging and then I let the guy take his gold, you know? I find that's the easiest way. Then you know how much gold you got. You should know what your operating costs are each day. Like for me, it's about 90K because I have workers. And then the rent, obviously, for the equipment. But so I need 90K. So if I get, say, 200 in a clean out, that means, I mean, I just think of it like 100 of it is mine. So that means I need to do 2 clean outs to make sure I've got money to continue on. I mean, luckily in this one, my first clean out was 250. This one will probably be pretty good too, because we're into the better dirt now. It's steeper anyway. Whoa. Let's see. No. Pressing the wrong buttons here. I want to go forward. I like slid into a hole here. Yeah, tier 2, I mean, yeah. Like it used to be. Before the Nuggets, we used to have to do tier 2. Like, I think when I was like, what, season 13 or so, 14? Before they had it. No, they had Nuggets in season 10. There was one season I didn't realize what the Nuggets were when they were first out. In fact, I think I might have missed it up to like 2 or 3 seasons in. I was using the tier 2 and like it's like, oh, it's terrible. I spent hours and hours in my hard mode series with it. So yeah, I agree. If you can skip tier 2, man. Like, I like the machine. I think it's really cool. It's just it's a hard grind. Come on, camera. Work with me here. What's going on? Give me the dirt. We don't got a full bucket, but oh well. Alright, I stopped pressing buttons the wrong buttons anyway. Oh yeah, I know. Because the next clean out, well, I'm hoping the next clean out will give me something more around 300. Like, I'm not going to be too optimistic and be like, yeah, it should be 500. Well, okay, if I do a complete, like a set of 3, then I should have something like 600 or so, 700 maybe. But we'll see. We'll see how much time there is, because although the cleanouts are a lot faster, because I've got, you know, buckets and barrels. I don't even know what. Oh, man, we're at 100. I'm not watching. Come on. Clicking my buttons too fast. Like if I just stopped and cleaned out now, which we're probably pretty close, I should have checked to make sure everything was rolling. Because I don't know, I've already had my first mishap as well. I lost about 40 ounces of gold because I didn't put my mats back during one of the cleanups, and then I just went on to digging, and I got up there to go get the bucket or the mats out, and I'm like, oh man, what a mess. I was kind of angry, but oh well. Happens every season to me. I missed something, and hey, we're at 91, see? Perfect. We can at least do another one before we do a clean out and get 2 sets done. Okay, there we go. Because that already puts us, what, 10% into the next one. Another thing that makes it pretty efficient if you're digging from the top like this is this little roundabout that I've got going on. If you can get it set so you can just run your truck forward all the time, it's also a time saver. Now we should either back up or move that dump truck forward, but we still got some dirt over here. God, shoot. Okay, can we... What the hell's the problem? Click. Yes, I like this view. Crap. Alright, I'm gonna have to fix that here in a minute, but... There's all my things being swapped. Alright, I'm gonna just hop out and go fix this. I hope that they can get this fixed, because it's also quite the bother. Luckily, it doesn't take much to fix it. You just have to travel off the claim. If you don't have fast travel, then you got to get to the closest point that loads the map. Got a mad croc going on today. All right. All right, that should hold it off for a little while. Here, I think that's actually kind of angle I want to dig from. So maybe we'll get from this side so it's easier to kind of dig near the wall here. Yeah, see. Also, I'll be honest, you can tell a newbie from an experienced digger if you look at the trench that they've made. And it's full of spiky, you know, little areas. I mean, like big spikes everywhere. They're pretty much a newbie because they're not using the excavator to dig as well as they could, you know. I need that thing to go back. I almost can't bump into it, but... And not that you need to have it this smooth, but it does help sometimes when you want to go down there and dig. But even the bulldozer, like, it looks nice and smooth, but the bulldozer still has issues with how not smooth. Oh, we can reach the bottom. Wow, nice. I guess it depends on kind of where we're at. I didn't think we could reach bedrock here. So that's kind of cool. Thank you all that showed up and all of you that are talking. Mr. Eastwood, I'm playing leader but not trying. I have a theory that T2 gets as much gold as tier 5, laughing out. I have to know. Well, I know that the tier 2 seems to get as much gold as panning the gold. At least it seems. You know, per bucket. It seems like you don't get much of a difference. you're panning. Okay, in hard mode, I have to go with hard mode because that's what I've been working in mostly. But you're panning and you get like 0.8 ounces of gold for each bucket. And you come out and you get, say, 10 buckets full and you end up with 14 ounces. You're not getting much more gold out of the tier 2. It's just a different way to mine rather than actually getting anything different. Well, there's our visible wall back already. Not cool. Not cool, developers. Not cool. It's a little more to this side of the hole than the other. That's why there's such a bit of a gap there, but not a big deal. I'm excited to see what this next cleanup's going to bring, because it'll be nice to be on the leaderboard. I mean, top 10, I should say. I'm on the leaderboard. But, and if Nuke Eastwood, if he, like, tried really hard, probably not even tried real hard, just played the way he normally does, he'd be, like, #1 already. Yeah, see, we're sliding around. That's... at least we're not going to slide into the hole. We'll just slide off to... Come on, let's go. Starting to get dark. I don't really have light for the over there. So... I like this. I've got really nice frame rates, and seems that the stream is going really well. And if you'd all be nice and you haven't yet, please give it a like, a thumbs up. And if you're brand new and haven't, go ahead and subscribe. I got lots of this kind of awesome. Well, we're really rocking in the terrain here. There we go. I don't think we need to be much closer. Gonna go from this side, I guess. Wrong one. See how far down we can get on this side now. I think we're sliding, but it's okay. Wobbling anyway. My chat stopped. You guys just stopped chatting. It's okay. No, I'm gonna hold you hostage. If you don't chat, I won't talk. This will be very boring. I probably won't. I'll keep talking because... Alright, so we stop at 2 or... well, let's look at the time. It's already 5. I think we should probably stop at the 2 so that we can get it done by midnight. Man, we are like... this terrain is being mean to us. Pushing us everywhere. Like I'm way too close to the dump truck now. This is... I'm gonna have to fix it. That'll work better for a little bit. You gotta keep me in a top 10 now. Depends on which top 10 you're talking about. Like I think every season I've competed, I've been in the top. Well, there was one that I didn't get in either, but most of them I've been in the top 10 for the seasonal. I always plan that out, so I will be. But yeah, I really want to try to be in the top 10 this time for max gold. Since I now only work part-time, I'm going to have several days to work on it. So, although it might look like I get behind on certain days, there'll be days where I'm going to like just be like digging this dirt. So you know what? You dig, but I'm going to dig harder. No matter what camera mode I'm in. Dang it. Dang it. Didn't used to be this bad. Maybe it's just how I'm using the controller, I guess. I don't know. Dude, this is irritating me, man. Let's do this. Oh my gosh, I've left the truck on. Good thing I switched over here. I'm gonna... turn this around. We'll just use its light for now. Stop already. I want to aim it like... yeah, something like that. It's got enough dirt. I mean, not dirt. Enough, we should come from the front, not the back, right? But at least there's light to see. I do have most of my shadows turned off. That is helping my frame rate. But most everything else is still epic. So since I've been testing the public betas, they wanted us to do it in the ultra settings. Let's see if we go like this, and kind of weird angle here because we keep sliding. I just back up. That is one thing I like about using the bulldozer. You get such nice flat surfaces. You don't wander around like this. It's really a bit annoying. Hey, we're into nighttime digging, so that's good. I have not found all the boxes. They've actually done a pretty good job of hiding them this season. So, I mean, I've had a pretty good drive around, but I should go on another treasure hunt and see what I can find. I think I have between 8 and 10, so I only have about half of them. It's like I've got the ones here in the flame, so that's 3. I got the one near the radio tower. I got the one at the end of the train tracks. Got the one at the blacksmith. So, well, James, I would suggest if you got a full-time job, can't keep up, plan to do a seasonal run. And if you need help with that, watch some of my, let me know. I'll find a series where I do a seasonal, like a good seasonal run, and how to prep for it, because it's easier to get that done. You know, like you're not time-based in a sense. I mean, you'll have to just start the season with the claim already like set up to dig fast, and then you just dig as much as you can in a season. And you just try to beat everyone's score. Now, with the way that everything is done here, you're going to want to be on Nighthawk, and you're going to want to start with a very fresh claim. So generally you have to get through at least one reset. And then once you've got the reset done, you're going to want to, you're going to want to try to get the reset done right near the end of this actual season, if possible. And then you dig it out and you, you drill it, dig it, and doze it so that when the season starts, day 2, because day 1 you can't dig, but day 2 you are like already pushing 1,000 ounces through your wash plant instantly. That's how you can get seasonal done pretty quick and easy. So I generally like set up my last week or two for that, if I'm not already like totally kicking butt. But like if I'm totally kicking butt in max, then I might just stick with the max gold and not even do the seasonal. But I've never been so good with the max gold, because like the last week is always a surprise. Like there was a time I was like 9th or 10th, and I was like 2 or 3K away from number 11. And for me, the season had closed, so I'm like, all right, I'm top 10. And I end up being 13th because 2 other people like totally put in a bunch at the end of the season and like squashed my score. I was like, oh man. One at the campsite, okay. Yeah, the dozer, it's a special little guy. It's actually a pretty, I would say the hardest vehicle to, the front loader's nearly as hard, but depends on how you, like if you learn it kind of on flat ground and then get used to it, then using the front loader on a hill isn't much different. But the bulldozer, it's like a mini game. So you gotta like really learn how to do that. And the best thing, I've got probably 2 or 3 different videos showing how to do it and all the little secrets I found while using it. So, or should I say, like, best places to dig, like on Nighthawk, to get back to where your gold is, instead of digging out the whole claim like some do, which they would take like 6 hours to do. And instead I can get back to the gold with a road and, everything in about an hour. So like cuts down even the prep time. Guess we'll come like that, so that we can see absolutely nothing, because that's how the game works. Oh yeah, 81. I do have to switch the bucket at the top before we go over, because I actually got to switch out the mats as well, don't I? Or just watch so that we don't like get more than, we stop it at 100%. So when I go back with a dump truck here, I'll probably just go and run a switch, because I'm not counting the dump trucks. Actually, I'm enjoying hanging out and talking with you guys more than digging. So Ben Lucas. Is that your, I didn't see if you've come in any earlier, but hey, thanks for chatting. Welcome to the chat. Bulldoze is a pain in the, yeah, it is. Well, it can be. I like, once you learn how to use it, it's not so much a pain, but it is time consuming. Like I always spend at least 2 or 3 hours bulldozing. It depends on how like involved I get with it and how pretty I want to make things, because you can do it so that it works and it's not super pretty, but sometimes I'm like, I gotta make this look pretty, so I just freaking... Okay, so that's switched, and then over here we'll just we at even? We're at 53, but this will make sure we don't lose any gold. Oh, no, no. Ah, dang it. Oh, well. We'll pick it up in a minute. Whoops. My gosh. I'm on fire. In the wrong way, but, you know. Okay. This side's good and done. Hey. Oh, yeah. So we missed one. No, we dropped it over here. So what I like about these is they, you know, from level 1, you get all 3 buckets. That's one good thing about tier 5 and these down here. Alright, so there's a secret little spot here to stand. And then I can reach pretty much everything without moving, but this works better on Nighthawk, but it's not so bad here. Come on. No, grab the wrong one. Yes, it's already 8 o'clock. We need at least one more dump truck full. Maybe a dump truck and a half. So, wait a second. Wait a second. I am doing this all wrong, aren't I? Oops. Would help if, like, when I point at the one that I want, it'll actually get the right one and not just pick any old one. Okay. So now we're set. That's how I'd get to 3. Now it's like I could go a whole nother run. But let's do a double run and see how much gold we can get. Well, I would say, Master Halo, you don't use the dozer or the loader. Well, I would say you're losing a lot of time not using the dozer. Yeah, I spend 2 hours using the dozer to flatten my land. But I only do it on Nighthawk. That's the other thing. I only use it on Nighthawk. I won't use it anywhere else because it is kind of pointless. Because, like even here, I could have, you know, taken the time and made it a bit more flat. But I'm here to just dig some dirt and move on. And that's how it is for most claims. I think I need this guy to still be a little more forward. Alright. Wait. There's still a bit in there. Yeah. So I would say learn to use the bulldozer. And just start off by making a road, you know. And my best advice without showing a video is learn to first make a flat spot. Then go to the top of where you want to make a road, the highest point where the road's going to go through, and make a bit of a flat spot there, and then start digging down a little bit, or flatten out as much as you can, and then when you need it to start kind of digging down through the dirt, that's when you need to press down on the blade, and that will make it go down some. Don't continue to hold the blade down, because that'll make a ramp. It's a very, very shallow angled ramp, but it will make a ramp if you continue to hold it down and dig forward. I'll probably be showing how to do it in this series as well. So hopefully I'll even get to do it as a stream as I am now. This is still a test stream, so but it looks like everything's working, so that's really cool. I'm excited to see that I can get back to streaming a bit. Maybe I'll actually make myself a Twitch account and see if I can stream to both. Actually, I have a stream account or Twitch account. I just don't know. I have to link it and all that jazz. So, oh, you're a truck driver. Okay. 11 hours a day. Wow. See, I can't be a truck driver because I can't drive more than about an hour or two, depending on how much sleep I've had and things like that, because of my sleeping disorder. So it'll become very, very dangerous. In fact, like I want to play Euro Truck Simulator, but even the effects of driving, it's like so realistic in that it will, like, after about 30 minutes playing the game, I fall asleep here sitting in the chair. So it's the same thing. And I can want you to relax. Okay. Yeah, gold hotspots, of course. So I think we need this one and one other. See, we're going to be like right at 10 o'clock to even get this done. So, and I need to go and actually what we should do before we do the cleanup maybe is just go like blacksmith or smelt about 30 or 40 ounces. So I mean, we could do 100 ounces and be safe regardless. But you'd only take about 90 ounces, well, a little more than 90, probably 100 ounces out of what we've got. So that'll be like, that way I won't lose my workers and stuff. I didn't really see where we were at, but I'm guessing we need a bit more. And it wouldn't matter, like, if things start to switch, then we know we're ready to go, and I could just get back over there. Oh, whoops, I went the wrong way. I'm happy to see they're actually, trying to make some adjustments to the efficiency, and that's not the word I want to use. Gosh, I lose all my words. But I'm glad they're doing updates to the game, let's put it that way. Oh, another nugget, yay. We've got, what, 4 ounces maybe in nuggets from... It used to be a lot better there too. We used to get, like, by now I would have probably had like already 150 ounces of nuggets from digging. I think I've got a total of 25 ounces if I'm lucky. So I really don't like Nerf. It was too harsh. Like, it's just horrible. Light multiple system works. I have the chest that gave me 18% at night. Yeah, so how it works at night is the night starts at 6 p.m. and it ends at 6 a.m. and it's all the dirt that you've dug. You don't have to you don't have to process it at night. You don't have to, it's just, as long as it's been dug at night, it will, basically it'll be tagged as night dirt and you get the bonus for the gold there. You'll see it. Because you can dig, I mean, I've done it before. Like, you dig in the day and you dig at the night, you run the 2 buckets, and even though, I mean, okay, the dirt's never the same, but like, you end up with, you know, in this case, you might end up with like 50 more ounces. So bonus is really good. I need to go out there and find some more of the ones, at least the ones for the night, because I think I only found one that gave me bonus to the night. I wish there was a place you could see these bonuses, so you're like, okay, I can see I didn't get everything, you know. But there's a lot of little, like, quality of life updates they could do as well. That would be nice. Let's see. So nothing switched, so I'm guessing that we did, not guessing, I know for sure we needed more dirt in the plant. Not by much though, I bet you we're like somewhere close to 90 already. Yeah, I still get nuggets. I mean, honestly, well, okay, it used to be you'd actually get about 250 ounces of nuggets from the wash plant. You get about, I think it was 30 or 40 from the hog pan. And they had it capped at 1400 for the drill. But since they did the nerf, it seems they've nerfed those numbers as well, probably. But there's, in none of the patch notes have they said what the numbers are. So I can only guess that unless... I mean, I've heard somewhere that might have been 500 ounces that they capped it at, but I can't verify the source. Like, so I don't know if it's actually true or not. And I believe I've collected over about 700 ounces since like they've made this change, but like it's so painful I don't do it, you know. It's like it's terrible. Oh, look at that, I'm at 100%. See, I get talking, forget what I'm doing. But I remember last season, like it took a long time, but I was still getting nuggets. Like it used to be, your final nugget would be something like between 30 and 40 ounce nuggets. So like if you're in the wash plant and all of a sudden you see like you got a 35 ounce nugget, you kind of knew that that was the last final nugget and you weren't getting any more. Now let me hop out of here, see where we're at, because it's late. I want to work faster. All right, 86. Okay, well, what we'll do, I know that's not actually going to work while I'm gone, but I don't want to forget that I need about 40k to make it. I'm just going to do one brick. I got the first upgrade so we can get up to 80 ounces. That'll be more than enough. And there's a bug right there. You don't have enough money. It does that for every time, regardless of how much money you got. Yeah, there used to be a bunch in the towns with the chests. And now there's only... Yeah, there might only be 1 or 2 in the town sometimes. And there's should be a total of 22. That's how it has been in the past. Again, there was no patch notes for this particular one, so I have no idea exactly what kind of the rules are that what we're playing on. So I can only guess that it's the same stuff from the previous one. So there should be 22. I believe someone said that they actually found them all. So I think we can confirm there's 22 of them, and most of them are out and about. You should find 3 or 4 here on the claim. So just if you get in the truck and drive just right over, I think that way, you'll find a road that drives way over that way. There's a chest at the end of that. And then, let me see, we gotta go here and sell our gold bar, and we'll have enough money. All right. We're good to go. Let me see, do we get any new workers? Oh, we got a new one. Who's? ST sluice box. Yeah, I don't need that guy. All right. All right, things are starting to switch, so that's a good thing. Let's see. Now we're still waiting, but we're pretty close. Should have enough dirt. Oh, get a headache and a concussion. Boom, baby. Oh, man, we barely got enough dirt, man. I can't believe it. Everybody switch. Girl only gives around 6 in nuggets. Well, I think that's as much as most of us can confirm. Have you dug out the whole hog pan area? If you have and you only got 6 ounces, then okay. But I think most of us have only dug that far because it's, again, tedious work that none of us want to do. And I'm not saying that maybe you know more than I do, but like, in order to know how much there's actually is, I mean, unless we're like looking at how they've changed everything and taking a guess off of kind of number wise. All right, so let's go. And my last cleanup, see the 20%. Yeah, it should have been like 70%. I dumped some into the gold thing. I was a little disappointed because I could have had more upgrades already, but I threw them out. Yeah. It's one thing to throw them out and go just get the money from it, but no. Okay, so we're at 173. Let's, yeah, that's looking really nice. Yeah, the blacksmith and the one other. Where's the one other? I can't remember. I'm sure I got the one in the town somewhere, but see, like, I remember the first time they did this, they had like 5 in the normal store. They had 3 or 4 over at the equipment shop, and like 3 at the blacksmith. It was pretty cool. Like, it was way easy. And then a lot of them were in the town as well. So, but now they've really like spread them out. They're tough to find. Well, they've actually hidden them pretty well. Like, it used to be, they were really easy to see. Now you can still see them at night because they've got that glow around them. So if you're gonna go hunting for these chests, it's easier at night. You'll see a glow in the distance, or like a glow where there shouldn't be one, and know that there's not a bucket, but a chest there. And generally, what they've been doing is putting them really close to the page where you find the pages. So if you know where to go and find all the pages, should at least find a couple. Now, I did find one. No, there wasn't one there. Normally there is one over near the putting this in here. You know what, it doesn't hurt if I already did it. Looks like I didn't, so that's good. Okay, so now we've got the last one up here. Yeah. How can we only have, I don't know, I feel like we should have a lot more gold than this. Of course, we're not done yet with the top, so. But only 30? Yeah, I don't know. All my buckets are empty. I would like more gold. Alright, anyway, let's turn these guys on. Thanks. If I got 250 out of the first one, and this is a double, and that was a single, you'd think that we should have a lot more in there. I mean, like, that's what I think anyway. Okay, that one's done, so we will just switch out the mats again. I know most of the gold is in these mats here, so we'll wait and see how it goes. I mean, we're almost to 200. We're at 150, which feels like not much. Grab it? I guess we can't grab it from so far away. All right, get that one cracking. Oh, I guess we gotta do it like that, yeah. See, do. Alright, this one's done. Shit, whoa. Not what I wanted to do. Gotta keep these where they belong. Alright, let's hope this gives us lots of gold. Oh, there's midnight. We didn't make it quite fast enough. 404. So that's one day, 404. We were so close, dude. Oh well. Not a big deal. Except I don't quite know how much. Oh, I didn't even look to... dang it. Shoot. Hopefully someone's counting the math there, because I definitely wasn't. That's already empty? We're only at 1.8. What? Ah, man. I'll have to watch my video and see how much I should get, because I don't know. I guess we can watch this one go through and see how much it ends up being. Or did we not put it through? Like we didn't put it through all the way. Let's see. Oh yeah, there was only a little left. Okay. Well, I know we were at 765 or something on the leaderboard. That could also help us kind of figure this out. It's a 97. We got about 200 out of those, and we were at... Dang it. Well, let's look at the leaderboard, because we know we're top 10 now. Number 7 with 1,000 ounces straight up. So did we only get like 250 or so? Gosh, that is not a lot. I mean, sometimes this is why I like to do the single. Just straight up singles, because then it's like, I know how much I got out of each bucket, and I don't feel like I got ripped off. Okay, I was looking at the wrong thing. Alright, Stinger, only 3.4 more to go. 988, how's it different? Like, these two shouldn't really be different. Oh, wait, I know why they're different. It's because I got, like... So I've already closed the season out. And that's the dirt I got from... The gold I got from panning the dirt. About 2 or 3 ounces. Alright, that makes sense. Only got nuggets on the first 2. Yeah, like, I don't think I would ever do it either on this. Mainly because the bucket, I mean the nuggets are so it's so trash, man. It's terrible. All right, what's our time? Okay. Well, see, 85. That's quite a good amount. All right. Wow, my controller went off. Let's go do one more round. and then we'll call it a night. But we'll just do one setup and not two. We're pretty much to the end of the block, but I guess we'll dig it out. We're just here for the money. Honestly, I was expecting a bit more gold out of here because they're like higher. But the thing is, also, there's double the amount of dirt, so I can't be completely like expecting double the amount of gold, you know? Let's do this. Let's change what direction our light's coming from. It'll make a big difference. Okay, roll back straight. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Great. Damn trailer. Heck, a little more. And we'll... Alright, that's fine enough for me. Oh, look at that. We can see all of our dirt. That is until it disappears anyway. Let's see, well... I change angles for a minute. I should back up now. We're pretty much the point where I'll be able to dig all the gold out of this one without... Let's see if we can make it change, yeah, to a nice dark color and keep it that way. Yes, like the dirt from the other side was about half this height and had 190. This had like, what, 220 or something, and it's got double the dirt. That's why we didn't quite see as much as I was hoping for, though. It's a bit of a bummer, but oh well. On the road by the river. You did it. I'm not getting more gold. You're still setting the system. Tomorrow I have to get up. And go to work. Yeah, so do I. What a bummer. I like my job, but I like the fact that it's not only like remote, but like the schedule is very like relaxed, which helps because I'm like the guy that takes the kids to school and picks them up. Is my wife is running our other very successful business, not by herself. But we've got about, well, it was 15, but I think we're almost up to 20 people now. And so she's got she's got one person that's worked with us for 5 years. She's now our COO, our operations manager. And then there's a couple of good, I think there's 3 other, like, I forget what she's calling them. Like project manager, team leader, something like that. And then a bunch of people that just make calls. That's what they like to do. They're salespeople. I am not much of a salesperson, so. And I don't know the language well, so it's just. Otherwise, I'd probably be helping my wife. But she kicked me out of it. Well, not kicked me out, but like basically. She didn't like my ideas for web design, so she found somebody else. And then she didn't like the way I was handling the money, so she found somebody else. Not that I was managing it badly, but like she just felt like somebody else might care a little more for it. You know, every once in a while something would go unpaid, or we had our phones turned off once or twice, which, you know, as a calling company, that's a problem. But under the new person, it's happened the same thing. So I'm like, it happens, you know. You either, like the bills come and they don't get put in the system properly, or or like most of the problem has been the flow of money. It's just very sporadic, and we need to like get a better handle on the money flow. But you know, because we do a lot, we're running about, well, this year it's probably something between, I would say, 500 and 700K for the year. And it could be a lot more, but we just aren't. Actually, I should, how do I want to tackle? Well, we'll just park it over here. Maybe I should have thought, because now I might end up parking in that hole a lot. We're going to have to come up here. Park there. Finally, boosters kicked in. That's one thing if we're on a hill, but this is pretty flat ground. I can't. It's always surprising how slow this dumb thing goes. Everybody complains about it. They could use a little bit. Like that whole 10-second delay before it's like, yes, our nitro's kicked in. They could change that quite nicely. Okay, see, now I need the truck to be a bit further back. It was kind of hard with that trailer on it. I'm not the best at backing up with trailers, if you can't tell. There we go, that's a lot better. I just gotta get, let's see, how we want to do this. I think I want to pull a bit more to this other side, to the left. I didn't even look to see what the next, how much more we needed to hit for the next level. But, we'll give it a go and see. What's the time? It's only 7:30. I was thinking of streaming till about, well, 8 o'clock my time, so another maybe 40 minutes. We'll see. I mean, I could probably even go for another hour. It's up to you guys, I think. Now, my wife is out with the girls and stuff, so when she comes home, I will have to stop. But I know that that shouldn't be till after 9 o'clock, so that's an hour and a half from now, roughly. So we'll see. I like the color of the dirt now. That's the best gold color you can get. So all the dirt going in here is money. What is this one anyway? Let's take a look. I'm curious to know. Hello, I hit tab. Now we're at this one. See, it's 303. That one's... Oh, no. We're over that one now. Yes, 240. 298. Darn it. I was hoping for the... Yeah, I mean, we're still going to get some good gold out of here. Start. Oh, you're just starting to drill. Well, you're in for a long haul. I'd say 3 to 5 hours. Depends on how much gold you want. If you want to live on the edge and try to do it the way I've done it, you can get about 300 to 350. I mean, 350 would have you a pretty good cushion, but if you get like 300, and well, basically what's going to make or break you is how fast you can set up wash plant, right? So if you're going to rent stuff and you have a hard time setting up the wash plant, I would recommend just renting tier 2 or tier 3. It's 20K a day, and you're not going to have to, you'll have enough money. If you can set up the wash plant pretty fast in half a day, or like, basically, if you can set up the wash plant with the half a tank of gas that you get when you get the excavator, then rent tier 5, because then you'll be ready. You'll be able to get it done. But if you have, you know, if you got to refill the excavator and it takes you a day and a half to set up stuff, don't rent tier 5. You'll end up losing it. And then I would also suggest doing the workers the way I did. As you see, Hybrid still didn't get the workers, so now he's thinking to skip days. So I don't know if he's going to skip days and pay the rent on the stuff. That seems like kind of a backwards way of doing things. Besides, it's going to cost a whole lot of money. Plus, he needs to skip more than like 2 or 3 days to get all the workers. You're going to have to skip. Well, I think I skipped probably 15 days. Get all the workers. And I was doing it very selectively, so I get the right piece at the right, you know, for the right. But he has the whole setup, so it's going to be random. He might end up getting 3 of the same guy. You know, and that'll just run up the cost. And it's really important. Like, as you can see, I've got all the mats in there. I can run for three runs without stopping. Well, okay, I have to switch mats a little bit, but like there's buckets all around the planters or the gravel, whatever's. I forgot the name. Sorry, gravel. What is it now? I can't think. Anyway, gravel pump. So there's things around the gravel pump. I can put at least one switch of mats up in the sluice box, and just makes it a lot easier. Otherwise, you're stuck to, like, every time the wash plant is full, after one cleanup, you have to stop and do the cleanup, and then you have to remove all the grates and all that stuff. I mean, you see what I'm getting at. The workers just improve your efficiency so much that they're so worth it. So, oh, it's fine. You got time. Well, I'm glad, because it is a grind. All right, I don't. Wait. I was hoping I'd move you a little better, but you just. It's tilted funny. Let's. Like really bad, actually. And kind of, it's in a bad dip. Makes it hard to dump into. Like, that'll probably be better. Like, oh, whoops, I left the lights on. Yes, okay, let's get digging. I'm guessing that the gold seems to be near the top, which is how it should be on this claim. Like the only claim that really had, yeah, see, it's kind of, well, in the middle. So we kind of struck this area, and that's why it's gone back to that color. You could almost cut this off and it wouldn't even hurt you any. That's like 2 meters of dirt. But to judge it from this, like, it's not as easy. So I just dig it all out and I'll go from there. I mean, you can judge it by the color that it goes to. I can tell that basically right about here is where we don't want to dig any deeper. Hey, Gatville, good to see you, man. It's going well. Going well. Might be a little slow at reading the chat, so like I've told everyone, just hang in there. I should get to it. I'm already number 7, top 10, so we're doing good. I might stop a little early, because then I can go catch Hybrid still. Catch his stream. He'll be streaming tonight as well. And wouldn't it be fun to like pop in there and I don't know what level. I can't see the whole leaderboard, but I'm sure he's probably in the 20s now because of all the digging that people have done. I think he said that today he couldn't dig all day either, so. Whoop, old man. Hey, Bruce. Good to see you. Digging like always, that's what's up. Alright, so I know quite a few of you are somewhat new from what you've been saying. So if you dig like this, the way I've been digging in a row, learn to do it this way. It's so much more efficient than any other way you can dig, especially from the top. And then once you can, I mean, I'll show you more, but like once you can get the dump truck below here, it actually becomes a lot faster as well. But then if you can keep up a good pace, 5 to 6 minute bucket dump truck fulls is like what you should aim for. That'll keep you really in some good competition. If it's taking you like 8 to 10 minutes to get one of these done, like I aim to try to get a cleanup done every 25 minutes, 30 minutes max, but that means I'm going slow. And because I'm just digging dirt, don't really care too much about saving dirt. Like you can't think about, oh, I need to like just dump it all in there. Like as you just saw, like I had a whole bucket, I could have dumped half of it in, but you know, doesn't really matter. There's lots of dirt here to dig. I just woke up. You must be probably in America somewhere then, huh? Or like, well, you're about 7 hours. So that would be noon, unless you're waking up at noon. Well, it's 7 to 9 hours. If you're like in California or something, it's 9 hours, and then it's like 10 o'clock or something. A little more reasonable to wake up. Most days, if I can sleep till like 8:30, I'm happy, but it's rare. Like Saturday's about the only day I get, and most of the time I'm up by 9 o'clock at the very latest. That don't mean I don't hang out in bed. I just have to get up and make coffee and do all that stuff. Dang it, we're still in that weird angle. Okay, let's see if we can get. Almost want me to bulldoze this crap so it's a little flatter, but I ain't got the time for that. Ain't no one got time for that. Like this little hole right here is going to be fun because I'm going to have to park the dump truck in it to dig the next row, but was up till 5 a.m. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Hey, old man, just popped in to say hi. I can't stay long working. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Dylan. Stay as long as you can. Hey, thanks for dropping by all the same, so. Glad that y'all are here. Man, this is probably the best best viewing I've had, so nice comeback after, what, almost 14 months? But I had to get some upgrades. Not in the game, in real life. Got a much better internet and got a better machine and everything's working cool. So 6:30 p.m. for you. Me, it is 7:30. So Stinger, you're probably somewhere near England or or somewhere in France or somewhere. I don't know. But in Europe anyway. Netherlands, somewhere, I don't know. If y'all didn't know, I'm in Finland, but I am an American, so I don't know how many, I don't know everyone's name, so some of you seem to be pretty new. So, and welcome everyone to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. I am like in a mode. I don't even know how many, like normally I'm good at like counting what buckets, how many like dump trucks I've gotten to go and all that stuff, but I am so just enjoying chilling here and talking with y'all, so it's okay. The system's set up to allow me to like run tons of buckets or, you know, dump truck fulls in before I have to think about it. Probably a waste to get that dirt, but it's there, so I want to get it. Let's align this a little better back to the middle. Seems like we're sliding or I just parked funny in the beginning. I don't know if we got any more closer to the middle, but oh well. Yeah, Stinger's still in first. He's got like 4K or something. So I got my work cut out for me. Although I do have to work tomorrow and Tuesday and Wednesday, but Thursday and Friday, I mean, I will obviously be digging during those days, but just not as many hours. And we'll see how much I get done today. I might put it... Well, it really depends. I was gonna say I might be able to put another 1,000 in, but I don't know, this dirt isn't as great as I was hoping it would be, to be honest. It's already let me down. I guess 99's good enough. Let's see. Germany, oh yeah, Germany, you just spoke in German and I was trying to translate it in my head here. Not that I know German very well, but there was enough words there I was almost making sense of it. I think so. I'm not in the game at the moment. Yeah, here, I'll show you the leaderboard. You got like almost a 2,000 jump on anybody. And I only have 3.5K to catch you. So, you know, it's not too bad. You know, I've faced greater odds before. But I like some competition. It's good that, like, you know, I gotta see if Hybrid still will put me in, like, befriend me there on Steam so we can kind of see his progress in the sidebar over here. Because you can see all the people that are my friends who are playing. Miller I'm surprised. He's also one to watch. We'll see how he goes, because he's a sneaky little guy. I think he holds his buckets for a long time and then puts in like a ton. I saw Harold playing for a while. He might play, I don't know. Just there are times that, I don't know. I've seen him, you know, make appearances and then some of them will stay and do the season and some won't. I think some of those guys, they don't like the new rules, you know, as far as the how the Nuggets have been totally thrashed. And I agree with him. It sucks terribly. You know what? I still didn't check. In fact, I've been putting dump truck fulls in and I hadn't, you know, this is the problem. I could be putting dump trucks full in and it could just be running it all out on the ground. So I need to, next time, go up there and check, because if you haven't seen before, I mean, maybe it's just me, but like, there's always, not always, but there's often something that's gone wrong, something gone amiss. And I'm like, crap, there goes 100 ounces. Yay me. We have a good Steam. Happy digging. Grinder out. All right, Grinder, have a great day. That cool. I didn't know you could do that. Laughing out loud. Yep. Gotta work too. We'll only be in the game in the evenings. Yeah, see, I will too, just in the evenings on the weekdays. Got some coding to do in the daytime. So, it's all good. We all got lives to live, and it's not here in Gold Rush. Kind of wish it could be, but... Let's back up a little more. And dig up here while it's gold. That's where we're going to make the money. Unless we're dumping it on the ground and then it's lost forever. I'm pretty sure it's getting stuck in some of the mats, but can't go down to, oh yeah, that's about the length or the depth that we go. Or, you know, I don't want to like, well, I'm gonna go deeper, but I'd rather not because then it doesn't stay gold. It's all about, okay, it's like such a weird angle. I'm wondering if all the dirt's getting into the dump truck. Why is it on this side it goes yellow, but over there we were digging just fine, it stayed gold? Sometimes these things make absolutely no sense. I do like this claim because it's so shallow. And you feel kind of like you've made progress if you can hit the bedrock, so... That actually was probably one of the first times, well, I don't know if it was saving, I didn't look up, but it almost seemed like it was just a frame drop. We don't get too many frame drops anymore, it's quite nice. There we go, all nice and full. $2.5 per nugget when draw. Yeah, I know. You'll get lucky though. You'll get a couple squares where it's like between 4 and 6. I got one nugget only that was 7 ounces. That was the biggest nugget I got. Beyond that, I was averaging about, I think they were 2.47 was what was coming up most of the time. Now, I don't know if it was just, like, I'm always trying to observe how these things are working since I have done gaming and I kind of, you know, I know programming and stuff. It almost seemed to me like the longer I was in the game, the bigger the nuggets got. Now, I could be wrong, but it just, like, in my own opinion, that's what it seemed like was going on. It's like I'd been in the game for, like, several hours, and it was like, finally, I'm getting 5 and 6 ounces. And then last season, and then I restarted the game because it was like, you know, glitching or whatnot. Dude, that is terrible. I don't know why I parked it like that. Let's try again. It's because, this terrain is stupid, man. It's so bugging. I want it to be... There we go. Now if we back up. There, that'll work. Oh, well, actually, but... Oh, there's the... It's switching. I forgot that I needed to go check it, but it's switching, so that's good. I'm happy about that. Means everything is working. The leaderboard will change the next few days once most people have set up their systems. It'll get a little better. I had a run where I got 10, 2.5. Yeah, exactly. Right, still people drilling, trying to get the... Yeah. Luck, good luck to them, man. I stopped at 300 because I was so frustrated with it. But see, you can see 400K is all you really need. If you go with 1400 ounces, you'll have enough to like buy a lot of tier. You can buy most tier 5, but the time you spent getting that money wasn't worth it. I mean, I've already gotten 1,000 ounces myself here, and I'm actually on the leaderboard now. They're going to start off fresh with tier 5, 3 or 4 days late. Now, for some of those people, that's fine because they play like 20 hours a day. But for the average guy that most of us are, or should I say average person, I'm sure there's a few gals that play the game. But, you know, spending 12 hours to get 1,400 ounces of gold is a bit ludicrous. Actually, just totally bonkers. So I really think it's like triple the time it takes to drill. It used to be I could get the 1,400 in about 5 hours. I think I drilled 3.5, maybe 4 hours. I wasn't really watching the time. I got about 300 ounces, and I'm like, okay, I've got like 300. I'm gonna go buy the things I need. I mean, I was kind of doing it in stages. So like, after I had about 100 ounces of gold, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go buy all the little parts, like the mats and the grills and even the sluice boxes. And then, actually, I didn't buy the sluice boxes yet. I actually did all the, get the workers, and then start buying the equipment that you can, because like, if you get the wave table and all that other stuff, you end up spending about 40K, and that's without the nuggetator, because that thing alone's like 25K. So that was like the last thing I bought. Like, I'm like, if I got money, I'll buy that, but that's 25K that could go into something else. So I didn't buy it right away. Also, I didn't buy the big green gas can until later as well. And I didn't get fast travel either. So that's like 60K that I would normally buy, but I was like, you know what? This is like a real budget setup. So I'm going to like save all the stuff I can, or all the money I can, and get set up with tier 5 as much as possible. Now the thing, I know that with the Glacial Creek, first off, that's like 40K a day to rent, so that's also like a bit of a killer. And you need to have the water tower, which is 150K. So I was just like, dude, I'm not going to do that. I can't spend another 3 hours getting 150K. It's just kind of stupid. So I bought the mats, bought the grills, bought the sluices, and then dug a lot. Well, like, I was still drilling because I know like I don't have enough money just yet, because you also have to buy the extra slot for the machine, which is like 20K, and then you have to buy also buy the water pump, which is like, I think was like 8K, and just some other, all the little stuff. And once I had all that, I could see, okay, I know it's 80K to rent this stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and rent it. I have like, I think I had 120K, and so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna switch to the new season. So I was like 2 days to winter by that time after I got all the workers. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna switch to a new season. I'm gonna skip the first day because you can't do anything then, so you're paying like 80K for nothing. And so I switched, and then I set it all up in about, I think, okay, to get the equipment and gear, it's like 45 minutes or something. I can do it pretty fast. And then to put the wiring and all that's another half hour or something. So I think it was like 3 o'clock the daytime. in-game day that I was starting to dig. Then by about 6 p.m., when I had 2 dump truck fulls, I go to turn the water on, it's frozen. I was like, oh man. So, but you can do it with about 300K. I didn't notice. I'm digging. I'm in my zone. That's also why sometimes I don't see breakdowns, because I'm so in my zone of digging and just like don't notice the little things that come up. You're too far away now, man. That's probably good. That means might be on flatter ground back here. We don't slide into our little trench we've made. Yeah, I've already forgot what a nugget looks like. All I see is dirt, no nuggets. You can only play that long on the weekends. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Maybe Friday or Saturday night. And then here in the Christmas, it might depend. Like, I could get a whole Saturday if my wife's like, I want to go Christmas shopping. I'm like, okay, enjoy. I don't mind Christmas shopping, but the amount of time she likes to go, I do mind. Like, she'll go at like 10:30 or something. Go get some coffee, and then we're like shopping for like 8 hours. I was just like, girl, I can't do that. She's like, what, this isn't fun for you? I'm like, no, it's not. I want to go home and dig dirt. I like to start at tier 3 and work my way up from there, because when I find it enjoyable and it's cheaper. Well, it is, you're right. But to stay competitive, you really need to have tier 5. That, you know, I know that it's safer to start with tier 3 because it is cheaper. It's 20K instead of 80K, like quadruple the price. But the intake of gold is well worth it. Like, I think Hybrid still got like, I don't know, was it 250 or something? I don't remember how much it was, but he did like 2 cleanups, and I had done 1, and I had like 190 or something like that, or was it 210? I think I had 210 and he had 250, but he did 2 sets of buckets and I did 1. So the difference was pretty huge, you know. So we'll fill up the second set as well, and I think we'll maybe end it after that. Fuel is low. No, it can't be low, man. Hey, see, I'm digging here. I can't have low dirt or low fuel. The low fuel don't mean much. It's when it's in the red that it becomes a problem. We're probably like on our 3rd dump truck already, at least 3rd. Again, I'm talking and not counting, so. I keep it up higher here. Like, one thing I've found that speeds up your digging a whole lot is how much you got to swing this bar or the boom. You know, if you're like swinging it all the way like 180 or like 270 out of the 300 and coming back, you waste a lot of time. So like, learn to put the dump truck as close as you can and dig as close as you can to the dump truck. I mean, I've dug it right up where like these 2 tires are hanging off into the pit. I'm like, I think that's close enough. Whoops. Yeah, you don't think that that makes a big difference, but like swinging that arm for 10 seconds for every, that's 150 seconds more that you're wasting putting dirt into your truck. And that's 5 times 150, which ends up being 44,500 seconds, something like that. So like, it's a big deal when you start adding up all the time. Where are we at? Oh, we're at 99. Good, good. I hardly even noticed what the amount of dirt is in the truck. Yeah, oh, I get it. That's cool. And you're right. It's such a different game. It's like a total... Uh-oh, something's wrong because there's dirt in here. What happened? Water is running. Something break and I miss it. You guys not let me know. Water's running. We're at 24 gas, but that's still good. No! Oh my god, are you kidding me? Gosh. Oh no, we just switched a bit. Okay, so what has gone wrong? Oh, this is that. Really? No, I can't believe that. Can't believe that. I filled it to 20%. It should have gone a lot longer than this. But okay, we'll go fill it up a little more. Now I don't think there's gas in the big one yet because, or no, I think I'll have to go look. Oh, it's over here. I'm like, where's the hose? Well, that's filling up. I'm just going to run up here quick. Did it get filled up already? Yeah, it looks like it does. Okay, that's good. So we've got gas that's close. At some point, I'll move it back over here. What am I stuck on? I think, well, let's not. Yeah, now, yeah, 23. Okay, we're going to pull the plug so we can add a little to the excavator when it comes time for that, if we need to anyway. So we didn't lose anything because, you know, obviously everything stopped. And I haven't dumped, like that would be full if I accidentally dumped an extra truckload in, so. Luckily we haven't lost any dirt. Oh, that's very true, the endurance, like. It's a mental game, you know. Like I even get burnt out of this game. Like in the beginning, it's fun. When everyone's here, everyone's playing. We're all having fun. We're all kind of competing because we're all in the same kind of boat. But then when a part of the pack breaks off and they're like really high, and you're trying to get to them, and you're just hitting the grind every day. Oh, there's another nugget. You're hitting that grind and you're just not getting close enough. You're like, man, this is like, it's a real grind, and it's a real mental game too. You gotta prepare. There's some seasons I just stopped at the last week because I'm just like, I'm done. I can't play this game no more. I've gotten better. Like I'll play other games. Obviously I gotta kind of keep other content on the channel as well. But having that other content helps me to like take a break from this game, so it works out in more than one way, so it's good. Ah, come on, camera! No, stupid buttons. Now I don't think this is far enough up, and I even moved back, so we're gonna. I didn't look at how much we had, but I think that was our third dump truck full. I have more fun watching people play than actually playing. You know, depending on the game, I do too. You know, because there's some games I'm just not good at. Or they just play it in a different way than I would, and it's just fun to watch. That's one reason I started watching people play games on YouTube. It's just like, okay, how do they play the game? Is it, you know, what are they doing to make it fun? Cool. Nugget, I'm not allowed to look. Oh, you should be getting some still too. I mean, trust me, it takes a while to get to the top, even though, who knows, maybe the top now is maybe a 10 ounce nugget instead of 40. The way they nerfed it. But now it'll come maybe once a day, you know. Alright, I was hoping digging up that high we'd get it back to gold. Need the gold color, come on, we want the money. It is the closest, but you know, I actually kind of like it this way. And I kind of agree with Hybrid still as far as multiplayer. Like, it could be fun multiplayer, but the game also necessarily doesn't need it either. Now, I'm not going to say I don't think that the game would be fun multiplayer, because I'm sure it would be. But for this game, and actually the way it's set up, the leaderboard really works well as a multiplayer kind of option. So we're all multiplaying, we're just not on the same claim and not helping each other out. But I like it this way. And it brings a different kind of challenge, like a multiplayer challenge, which I like. Because honestly, I don't think I would have continued playing the game if Leaderboard wasn't in. I mean, I like the game a lot, but it's just... at some point, if there's no challenge left in it, then I wouldn't play it. In fact, there's lots of games I've stopped playing because either the challenge isn't there or the fun isn't there. But this one is still lots of fun and still lots of challenge, and they keep changing it up to keep it, like, you know, keeping us on our feet. You know, they've added the little treasure hunt at the beginning for all the chests. They've now nerfed the nuggets. They also changed how the gold is laid out in the claims. They've also made it that everyone, well, the beginning claim is always the same for everyone, and then after that it is random, which also kind of, I think, is good. So we all kind of start on the same playing field, but then once you get into the other claims, it can be different. Especially when you start resetting them, then you can really get a different setup, or like a better claim than somebody. So there's still the RNG aspect a little bit to it. But because this is a competition, a lot of people didn't want it. So to get the best of both worlds, that's what they did. And I actually like it. I think it's really good. It's a great way. We're not in the red yet, so we're doing good with gas. We'll probably make this clean out, no sweat. See, with how fast, if I get this done fast enough, I could do another double cleanup in this day and have like a 500 to 700 ounce day, because this gold it's okay. It's not as awesome as I'd like it to be, though. Of course, this stuff could be better. Who knows? We'll see. If two people could try it, yeah, it could be, because I could just, you know, one could sit in the dump truck, the others, but then the guy in the dump truck, I mean, he's got a pretty easy job, but then he could always kind of keep track of what's happening at the wash plant, you know. But I mean, I can see where, like, it would benefit by having multiplayer. I can clearly and completely understand Hybrid's view on that the game really doesn't need that kind of multiplayer in it. So. And even if this game had multiplayer at some point, I'd probably stop, because for me, like, I've had a hard time finding multiplayer friends, I guess you could say, because we're all on different time zones, and like a few of my friends that I do like multiplayer games with, like Indie Ninja and IA Roadkill, we're all on different time schedules, and we can't always meet the same day, same time. So I'm always looking for people who want to play multiplayer games, so my schedule is always kind of up in the air. And when you've achieved everything and collecting money, what else is there to do? Exactly. Exactly. You're like, all right, we've done every achievement. I've got 5 million gold or money, and I've bought everything in the game. What's there left to do? Which is why I actually really like this leaderboard thing, because every other, and they have it every other month, not every month, which is also kind of a nice, because you get a break for a while. And I always go the wrong way. And then you're like, get geared up again for it in a month. You're like, yes, it's the month for leaderboard. I'm going to kick some butt this time. You know. So I'd have to say, in that case, in that sense, they've also done a really good job at, like, there's a lot of people that like have a lot of hate for this game, but I have to tell you, like, from a design point and what they've got accomplished in this game, they've done a lot of good work. Like, it's a solid game now. It doesn't have too many bugs. None of them are game breaking. They're irritating, but they're not game breaking. Most of them, you know, there's a way around them. There's not a lot of cheating going on, which is also like something big in many multiplayer games. And they handle the cheating pretty well. Really well, actually. Like within the leaderboard, it's not tough to find the cheaters. You know, actually for the last 2 or 3 seasons, I haven't seen any, which has been really nice. And yeah, it's going somewhere and I forgot. Yeah, okay, they built a great game. I mean, like, you know, it's really solid. It works. They have, you know, multiplayer version of it to some degree. More like multiplayer competition. Honestly, I think the games where there's competition in them are the ones that have still survived. Like, it makes the game age well when there's like a multiplayer competition in it. But it's not also the main part of the game necessarily. You know, like, okay, first person shooters, they come and they go, and they're all multiplayer, they're all competition, right? But like, well, you think about like StarCraft and those, they have competition based sections of the game, but they also have single player mode. I think that's a really healthy ecosystem for games, and a lot of games don't have that. They just have, hey, we're already swapping? Wow, okay, great. Now this comes from many years of playing games, several years of trying to help and build games. I've worked at a game studio for a little while, so I know the somewhat inner workings of how they go. I know, like, for instance, all the little psychological tricks they use for like those, you know, not play to win but play to win games. They're not play to win games. What they are they are cash cow games, and they're just after what they call the whale, and that's the big guys that, or the guys that spend the big money. And every game has them, and they'll, you know, they gear these games around hooking these guys in and getting them to spend the money. And, you know, I mean, I can't imagine, especially on a mobile game. I'm sorry, but the mobile games have a very, very short lifespan. I can't imagine spending like thousands of dollars on a mobile game to buy all the stupid stuff inside of it or pay for season passes only for like 3 years down the road it to be completely gone. Like this game, I can start this game up in 50-50 and I'll still play. It'll still be around. I can still play it. I don't need a special server or anything, you know. I like games like this that I can, like, I have a, you could say, a physical copy of it that runs without the help of another server. And like, this is also why I've never bought into mobile games, in the sense of like, you know, there's so much hype around mobile games and stuff, but like, you know, I've played a bunch of mobile games. I mean, I do play games on the phone, but not often, just when I'm riding the bus, if I've got time. But it's like, I've seen so many, like maximum 5 years is what most games will run at the max, especially if they have like a back-end server that you have to connect to. So yeah, there's a few cheats. I don't know too many, but there's a couple. I know of one. I'll get out and I'll explain it to you. So, it's a save hack. Oh, here, probably crouching or something. There we go. Okay, so I'll show you where it happens. So you got to save your game, right? And so if you work with these, right? So you save the game, and then you, because there's two sets, two like digs in each one. You can dig out one. I forget how exactly it works. Oh, we're at 100%. I should probably turn this off before I like take another 10 minutes talking about stuff. Let's see, switch this around while we're hanging out. But anyway, the idea here is you dig each one only once and put the racks back, and you save the game, and then when you reload it somehow, you have the gold in the bucket, or the dirt in the bucket, but these reset to have both sets of like dig dirt in there again. And so you can continuously do that. I forget exactly how it works, because when I heard about it, I did go and test it out, and it was in there. I highly doubt that they've actually fixed it. But the thing is, it takes a long time to do, and you don't really get like a huge amount of gold out of it. So it's not like you come into Leaderboard and you will use this hack to get like tons and tons of gold. But really what people are doing is they're using probably something called Cheat Engine, I believe is what it's called. It's basically a little program that hacks into the game and watches for different... actually, I turned this on wrong. So it's watching for different inputs and outputs that the game does. And then it's actually pretty complicated. They have like this pretty expansive tutorial you go through to figure out how to make things work. So you could you could have it sit and watch when, say for instance, when this starts racking up gold. You can find out what like call it's making within the game to like make that gold come in, and then you can then make a little, what would you call it, like a trigger or something that you could hit, or like have it like continuously go on and on and on, so you could sit there and build up tons and tons of gold. And so that's probably that's what they're doing, or they're finding a way, like when the gold gets added to your score, there's a way to like watch for that and have it be able to change it. And so what you'll see is like in the first week they'll have like 40,000 ounces of gold, and you're like, okay, everyone else has 4,000 ounces of gold and you have 40,000 ounces of gold. very clear that you're cheating, and they don't care, you know. And then by week 3, they'll have like, okay, 289. We gotta remember 289. By week 3, they'll have like 110 ounces of gold, and no one else will even be close. Like the closest one will be one of the really good guys, and he'll have like 56k or something. And you're just like, dude, you're so full of crap. You know, we know you're cheating. Yeah, this is an empty bucket. We're gonna need it in just a minute. Yeah, so I thought you're full. And then, so I don't dump it out, we'll put it up here somewhere. Because I already dumped out probably 50% of a bucket. Kind of made me unhappy. So, that's generally what they're doing, is they're using some sort of outside third-party cheat program. And the only one I know that would probably be capable and very hard to trace, besides the fact that they have way more gold than anybody else, is this cheat engine, because that's exact, you know, it's designed to crack into the game as it's running and mess with it real time. We're at 289? I think we're at 289. I'm already like forgetting what it looks like this gold is better if we're already getting to 100. We've only put like 3 or 4 buckets in. I forget what game I was like testing it on to see how it worked, but it was pretty interesting that, you know, because it's basically hacking like the RAM, some sort of RAM in the computer that's generated, like, you know, being used to by the game. And so you can hack this RAM while it's in real time and then add to your score whatever you want. But you do have to do a lot of like observation for a while, especially to add the cheat in a way that or to find the particular area or like the particular trigger that's adding, you know, to the score in some way, or whatever it is you want to change in the game. We got another bucket up there to get to, don't we? So I feel like we're doing much better this round. I guess I could just keep slapping the same ones back in here, but it don't matter. Ah, nuts. Alright, so we got... Okay, we didn't even get this bucket. No, we didn't. Wow, very nice. I'm happy about that then. Yeah, this gold's a lot better now. Sweet. That first set of two, like, was very disappointing. I feel like we missed like 3 buckets or something somehow. It just didn't feel like the gold output was enough. You're gonna simplify it for it. Take a loan, open cheat engine, search. Oh, okay, that might be a good way to do it. The thing is, no. The thing is that they're using it to like add gold to their score, so it's a little. It's easier to do it that way than to pay some, search for value, change 2-3 address, and boom, done. I mean, it's kind of like that, yes, but they're using it maybe not in the loan section. They're using it, for instance, they're watching, say, the leaderboard score and watching to see when that gets changed, and then they'll just set up a trigger and change it to whatever amount they think it should be. So I mean, They only play the game to see when the gold changes. Once they find it, then they hack it all up. Oh, okay, we did dump the last bit in there, but we're at like 200 ounces already, and we don't even have the biggest part of our gold out in buckets yet. That's why I'm saying like that other cleanup was like garbage. Like it really sucked. I mean, I'm definitely happy to see there's more gold in this round. Oh, nuts. That was close enough. Put it there. This one up here. Hopefully the machines aren't too loud. I did turn them down. Oh, I didn't have to get up here. Why am I stuck? Hello? I mean, I've done some hacking in my days as well. But I was more hacking like back in the day when you used to have a CD to play the game. I would hack it so you didn't have to have the CD. So I would look at the hex code, find where it makes the jump to check for the CD, and then I would just erase the jump, and then it would be like, oh, you've got the CD, good to go, here, play the game. Because generally speaking, 9 out of 10 times the company would install the whole game on your disc, but then they would just simply make the game check that you have the CD, and then it would let you play the game. So that was from days long ago. That done? It is done. Okay, great. Well, of course, I think cheating in overall defeats the purpose of the game. I mean, why cheat? Or why play the game if you're going to cheat? But yeah. But like generally in the last week, they'll look at it and then they, you know, obviously can tell, oh, this guy's cheated, and then they just take him out of the leaderboard. They will generally be on the leaderboard for like almost the whole season. Alright, what we're getting out, I didn't see what we got out of that first one, but I want to guess we got about 300 ounces out of here at least. And there we go. So 20, 35, so we've got 335, I would say. Is that right? Something like that. Where are we at on the leaderboard now then? 6th place. Okay. Oh gosh, look, we're just like a 50 or no, 70 ounces basically again from the next level up. But we're making a good like buffer here. Not much, but a decent buffer between, you know, it'll take a bit more to kick me out of leaderboard this next time around. Yeah, I know it ruins the fun for people, but like, now that you all know, you know they will take care of it. They've never been a season that I've seen anyway where they haven't like taken the guys out before. So, but it kind of sucks. Nowadays I just laugh at it because I'm like, dude, there's no way you could have like, you know, like, see here, like Stinger's got, you know, we look, Stinger's got 4K. The guy cheating, he'd have like 22K or something. I mean, they would try to make it look like, oh, we've done it, but no, like, there's just no way. Hey, look at there, hybrid still. Got 920, he's catching up to me. I better keep on keep on rocking. But I think for today, though, first I want to say thank you all for coming. And if you haven't yet, please hit the like button. That's definitely going to help me out. But I think now for today, since we've gotten 4 cleanouts done, 4 singles or two doubles, I think we're going to leave it there for the stream. I'm going to keep digging, and I'm going to go watch Hybrid Still here in a bit, because I think his stream starts in about a half hour. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thanks for supporting me and chatting with me. Had a blast. I will do this again. I do have to get the conditions a bit right here, because I have to get most of the people to leave the house. So that I don't get interrupted. That's really the problem. Right now, there's just my older son at home. He's playing games. My younger son, next youngest, he went to work. Our youngest son at some friend's house, and the rest are out. The girls are out with mom doing whatever they do. We got some magnetite here. I better go put it in the truck. Well, I'm gonna go get some more upgrades. Probably put in another, like, just put up, or like smelt another 100K just to make sure I got money for the, so you know what, we'll take this up there. But yeah, we'll leave the stream. Again, thank you for coming, thank you for hanging out, and just keep watch, and I'll try to at least give an hour or two before I start a stream, because it looks like everything works out just fine. So I think at this point I'll say thank you, adios, goodbye, sayonara, das vidania, ciao, arrivederci. I used to know about 12 languages, but that's enough. I'll see you later, and thank you for watching.